Something I've been thinking about lately is, what does it mean to come home to yourself? Does that mean that you're becoming someone new, or does it mean you're remembering who you've always been? And it's a funny one for me because the characteristics and certain thought ways of thinking I'm finding myself getting back in tune with that I used to have in my younger years. And as I'm maturing, I'm wanting to reconnect with those aspects of myself. We spend years of our lives looking outside ourselves, whether that's career, relationships, approval, validation, and where's your own voice? Where does your own voice come in? And another thing I've been thinking is our intuition is always there. It doesn't switch off. But what can happen is that voice can become quiet. It can become quite subtle, especially if we don't actively listen to it and act upon it. And slowly it just becomes like a sound in the background that you don't really take notice of. And we are trained to constantly override it. A recent lesson, I recently realized that I ignored something that I knew from the beginning. From the beginning. And I'm not mad. I don't regret the experience, because what it has forced me to do is to trust myself more. And although, I'm finding myself still in some patterns that I'm clearing up, what I am noticing is that the more I lean into listening to my intuition, I'm ending these patterns a lot quicker. So coming home to yourself, what that actually looks like to me is keeping promises to yourself. So little things. If you say you're going to the gym, go to the gym. You start to train your body and your mind to trust your words because you follow through on what you say. Living in alignment as opposed to seeking validation. So if it doesn't align with who you are and what you truly believe is right for you, just because someone else is telling you that that's right, it doesn't mean you're doing it. Sticking to your own values and having integrity over your beliefs. And then I would say, oh my gosh, I'm melting. Let's put the fan on for 2 seconds. All right. Another big one for me is respecting your intuition. Listen, something that I'm noticing as I get older is most things, if not all, things that have gone a little bit left, I had a warning. I had a feeling. I had something tell me this person isn't right for you. That I went against it until you slowly start to separate from your own voice telling you this isn't it. Choosing peace over proving something. If someone wants to have a certain view of you or opinion of you, that's not your problem. Just being okay with where you're at and disconnected from that. In the past, I might have wanted to over-explain something or someone to see it from my point of view. I've accepted that not everyone has the same perspective on life, and you can just respect that and move on and stay peaceful without having to prove a point to anyone. Obviously, that's just my thoughts, but that can look different for everyone. Coming home to yourself can look like leaving a job. It's not working. It can be leaving a relationship. It could be moving to a new country, where you're living is not working for you. You want to live somewhere else. It can also be starting something that you've been putting off, your business, a project, whatever it is. But that's my thoughts on coming home to yourself. And maybe coming home to yourself really isn't about becoming someone new. It's about finally having the courage to stop abandoning the person you've always been. I'm learning to do it. So yeah, I would love to know what coming home to yourself looks like for you. So please let me know in the comments below. Give this video a like, share it with someone that might benefit from it, and I will catch you in the next one.